From Puerto Saavedra, we head north along the coast. During our coffee break, we take a look at Tirúa, and then further north at the small fishing port of Quidico, before getting to our main destination, the interesting town of Lebu.
We're getting to the town of Tirúa. Actually a really good and quiet spot along the costanera of the town. Coffee time in Tirúa. I couldn't find anything nice yesterday in the bakery, so today we have a homemade strawberry cake. Go and dig in if you like. It's crushed Maria biscuits with melted butter and milk, made as for a nice base, then topped with yogurt and freshly cut strawberries. It's quite windy today. This is the mouth of the river. And this is kind of the inlet here. The river. Would be a good spot to stay overnight, but we're going to continue. I'm walking out to the mouth of the river right now.
The 8.8 earthquake in 2010 led to a permanent uplift of Tirúa of about 1.8 metres above sea level, the highest recorded uplift related to an earthquake. This caused a large islet to form at the mouth of Tirúa River next to the town. Tirúa certainly has a really nice beach, but today it's cold and very windy, and we don't fancy getting sandblasted. But it's definitely another small gem on the Pacific coast where you could stay longer.
We're driving through Tirúa. Nice little place, peaceful little fishing village with lots of sleeping dogs. We're doing the granny tour here.
Quidico lies on the banks of the Quidico River and is a popular holiday town. Excellent seafood is served all year round, and the beach is good for swimming and surfing.
We're almost at our destination in Lebu. It's only 6 kilometers. Something is burning. That is a big fire. How do they burn it down to control?
That's hot. You can feel how hot it is.
Stuff is flying through the air here. There's that fire again.
The fire is getting bigger and bigger, and we can see a large smoke cloud over Lebu. Should we even stay here?
We're fishing here. This is where we parked up for the night. It's right at the mouth of the river. So I just went out to get us some food. This is supposed to be a hot dog.
It's
with
got
all sorts of
cabbage.
Yeah, all
lettuce.
sorts of sauces. Let's see how the verdict is, and some French fries. I only paid $5 for the whole lot here. What's it like?
Very crunchy.
Okay.
And that is
It's also that. Huh?
Danish pulver.
Yeah. Okay. I just ordered. I had no idea what I actually ordered, but we needed something to eat. Some kind of a shrine or whatever to Lebu. Huh. To me it looks a little bit more like garbage. Maybe it is. Criticism to using too much paint, maybe? I don't know.
Lebu lies on the banks of the Lebu River and used to be an important coal mining town. Today, fishing and shipbuilding are the main industries.
This is the shipyard where they're building lots of boats. Town has a bit of a dog problem here. I got followed by many dogs. Here's all the wood for the shipbuilding.
Lebu is a port city and also the capital of the Arauco province in the Biobío region, with a population of 25,000. In 1852, the first veins of coal were discovered at the mouth and banks of the Lebu River, which led to the beginning of an important mining activity and the founding of Lebu in 1862 by Colonel Cornelio Saavedra. Today, coal is no longer its main economic engine, and commercial activities were reduced to artisanal fishing, shipbuilding, small commerce, tourism, and forestry activities. At the beginning of 2010, unemployment, coinciding with the earthquake of that same year, caused poverty to 39% of Lebu's population.
I was just talking to one of the fishermen at the pier, and he said that the people from Lebu were originally miners in a coal mine inland, but the mine is closed for many years now, so most of them are now fishermen. But this is a mining museum that shows the inheritance of the people of Lebu. I was just talking to a security guy here, and he said these are the original ruins from 1800 something. This is where they basically processed the coal for transportation. So this is the original building or processing plant. It looks very much destroyed, but yeah, I'm going to check out the museum. It's free to go into.
The once important coal mining town has a very interesting mining museum. The Parque Del Carbón is a tribute to the miners of the Lebu commune, a heritage place where you can learn all about the ruins of the coal washing plant, where they carried out the process to separate the coal from the rubble. The mining museum is located in the Errázuriz mansion. This mansion dates back to 1884 and was named after a conservative politician and businessman who was dedicated to mining exploitation in the area. After his death in 1890, the company continued operating, but then went into decline. The museum's permanent collection houses a series of pieces from the coal mining activities that began in the 19th century. Most of them have been donated by the relatives of coal miners for conservation and restoration.
This mansion was the house of the owner of the mine. Lots of famous people stayed here, like presidents and other people. And now they turned it into a museum to keep the tradition here. It's really nicely done. The last mine was closed in 2009. This is what the structure looked like. I just took a video of downstairs. Basically the whole upper part is not there anymore. We can only see this building and the base of so this is where they separated whatever they mined in the mines and extracted the coal out of it, and then transported it by boat to other places in Chile. This is what the structure outside used to look like. This is where they washed the coal. It's nicely done here, these replicas, so you can get an idea. And it was last in operation in 1995, so it's not that long ago. Actually, a replica of the tunnel I'm going into. Ooh, that is scary here. It really is dark in here. There are photos in here, but I can't see them because it's so dark in here. It's nicely done here. This is what it looked like when it came out of the mountains. Just rocks. And then in this plant over there, they separated it. But it's just the ruin that's still standing.
One of the great free parking spots in Lebu is right next to the Parque Del Carbón. From here you can easily walk out to the pier or into town. Bocalebu is the fitting name for the mouth of the river Lebu. It's a very popular spot on the weekends with a small beach. It also has food stores and the piers where the local fishermen hang out.
Some don't even have a rod, they just use part of a tube, I suppose. Fish out. It's a really nice destination here. There's a beach over there. I've seen some lobos, some seals, or sea lions I suppose they are.
Getting too close to sea lions is not a good idea. We've recently learned from a YouTube comment to one of our other videos that sea lions have nasty bacteria in their mouths, and even a scratch in the skin can cause an infection, which may require amputation. No thanks.
This is what the fishermen are fishing for, pepere. It's like a small sardina to me. I guess you have to fish a lot of these to have a big meal.
At low tide, you can also watch divers going into the shallow bay for clams and other seafood.
This is the view from a cemetery right outside the town. It's low tide. All these rocks are sticking out. These guys are drying seaweed. It's a rich source of proteins and stuff like this. This guy's good. Excelente. Very good. Excelente. Aplauso. ¿Cómo se llama usted?
Felipe.
Felipe. Gracias. Mucho gusto. This is the view out of our window. We're parked right on this car park, and lots of people are coming here to fish. There's another motorhome down there. The fishermen are getting ready to go out for the night. That looks really colourful.
With 6,435 kilometres of coastline, fishing has been a vital resource for hundreds of years. Chile has the 7th largest commercial catch in the world. Due to the Humboldt Current, the Chilean Sea is considered one of the most productive marine ecosystems in the world. This current extends from southern Chile to northern Peru, where cold, upwelled water intersects with warm, tropical water, bringing nutrients to the surface. It accounts for roughly 18 to 20% of the total worldwide marine fish catch. The main fishing season is January to March, where the Humboldt Current produces the highest amount of phytoplankton, the base of the aquatic food chain.
It's not that easy to get the boats out of here. Push himself out here. And they're coming back tomorrow morning. I just talked to some fishermen.
Artisanal fishing, as we can see it here in Lebu, is practiced all over Chile's coastline and combines industrial techniques with pre-Hispanic traditions. There are approximately 86,000 independent fishermen in Chile. They ply the waters close to Chile's shore in over 13,000 vessels, ranging from semi-industrial ships to rowing boats. Small-scale vessels below 12 metres in length accounted for 78.5% of the total number of vessels. Overfishing, illegal fishing and the combined effects of ocean-based activities and climate change put the fishing sector at risk.
One boat after another is going out. San Pedro, the saint of the fishermen, I suppose.
Lebu has also an attractive city centre with lots of photogenic motifs.
Some of these buildings in the Calle Saavedra are over 100 years old. It's one of the historical buildings from 1914. It's a bit in disrepair. Even the vultures are sitting on the top of the roof there. The mining history mural. I'm at the Plaza de Armas and there's some large cannons here. Oh, beautiful. They look like the old Spanish cannons. And they're setting up a big stage. There's a festival on this weekend here.
According to the internet, the 2 bronze cannons of Lebu were produced in Lima in 1772.
Looks like it's comfortable. Es comfortable? Es comfortable para dormir? Beautiful fountain. It's from 1800 something. So it's drinking the water out of the fountain. This is the church in Lebu. See, very nice ceilings. Pizza delivery service into the motorhome. Helen's favorite pepperoni. And it's not too bad, it was only 8,990. Does it look nice or does it look nice?
I'm going to have the one with the most pepperoni.
You can have that. Let's see what the verdict is. It's still hot?
Mm-hmm.
It sounds nice and crunchy. Is it good?
Oh, yeah.
It's early afternoon and the fishing boats are coming in. I don't know if the lines are getting caught in the motos. Birds are following, yeah, they're pulling in their lines.
After docking, the fishermen immediately start cutting the guts out of the fish. Buyers are already waiting, and whoever offers the highest price gets the catch of the day.
This is the stomach of a fish. And that fish has just eaten lots of shrimp.
Bueno, con Chuli, ¿cómo lo conoce usted? Sí, conocido,
Getting sold right off the boat here. This box is 25.5 kilos, and this is the pesca is called congrio. I think those are rubalo. Oh. I guess this one's still alive here, although all the guts are out. They have really sharp teeth. This one is 8 kilos.
Que pierdan. ¿Dónde vamos a salir? ¿Dónde vamos a salir más?
Eso video, ya está bien, gracias. He just bought the 8 kilo fish and it costs 16,000 pesos, which is roughly about $2 a kilo. That's quite a big one here. And now you gotta get it home. Ooh. And they're still twist and turn.
Número desconocido.
There's a large music festival happening this weekend. Behind the stage are big inflatable slides for the kids. There are also lots of food stalls around the Plaza de Armas. Although the entrance is free, the main acts are always really late at night, which is not really our time anymore to be out and about. But there are less known artists performing throughout the daytime too.
It's the Lebu Music Festival. This is one of the stars. I think it's coming on tonight. Service. Yay! Ooh, vegetarian. Dessert hast du auch gemacht. I shouldn't have let you go to the bakery.
We are hungry, sorry.
Tea's in the making too.
Okay.
I'm going to start to eat. Today we're making sure that each one of us gets a half.
You eat too fast.
Mm-hmm.
Then you say, oh, that must be mine. I said, no.
When the food's good, there is competition at the table.
But I prefer the pepperoni.
This needs to be sorted. See it lying somewhere here. Oh, there he is. Oh, he's got fish in his mouth. Oh yeah, he definitely has a fish in his mouth. There's a seagull coming.
Kirsten finds a little sandbank in the river to take these time-lapse shots. While the camera is running for 20 minutes, the tide is coming back in, which Kirsten doesn't notice. But all of a sudden, the tripod is in the water. Behind her, the sandy strip is also already underwater, and panic sets in. Thank God it's only a few centimetres and Kirsten gets out with just one wet shoe. We end up staying in Lebu for 5 nights. It's a very interesting and entertaining town, and there are a lot of safe and quiet spots to park the motorhome. The locals are very friendly and informative here, and there are plenty of supermarkets and good restaurants around. Definitely well worth a visit. Just 3 kilometres north of Lebu is the Benavides Cavern, a large cave by the sea. The natural rock formation has a height of approximately 40 metres. Its name is due to Montanero Vicente Benavides, a Chilean soldier on the royalist side during the Chilean War of Independence from 1830 to 1826, who hid in this cavern.
Woohoo! No echo in here. Oh, it's trying. It's a wind tunnel though. Path to get up onto the top. These are the main caves. I think we can walk into them. Amazing beach. We're going into the secret cave. I'm really not a person who loves these kind of things, especially when we're in an earthquake area. Oh, we can go through. Cool. Wow, this is really cool. It's cool in temperature as well. Ooh, the floor is kind of like, it has all these funny holes. Ooh, this is large. Wow, this is giant. This is a giant opening. Oh, moly. Wow. This is really spectacular here. Look like little mushrooms here. Beautiful sandstone formations. Helen's hiding in the rocks. Get the spray anymore, but the farting rock was quite amazing.
You can see the waves coming in here, coming underneath, so it's
Yeah, this is what the toro is, the steaming of his nostrils, I suppose.
We're talking about a small gap in the rocks that is named the Cueva del Toro, the Bull Cave. Quite often you can hear the snorting sound when one of the waves crashes underneath the rock.
So we've seen the toro, we heard him.
The ring in my nose.
Helen's missing the ring in her nose.
Yeah, the ring. You have to remember the ring in my nose.
This is truly a giant cave. It shows you how big this cave is. It's absolutely huge. There's some stalactites in here. Very cool experience. Thoroughly enjoyable. So now we're going to tackle the climb up to the top. Our sport for today. Looks like they put in some giant steps in here. Pointing out the vegetation here. Sizzles or something, we can't really work it out. It is quite a bit of exercise, but the view alone is worth it. Almost there. Now we go through a little bit of the forest here. Last few meters. It's a hot day today. Yesterday we probably would have been blown off the cliff here because it was so windy. got to ourselves. Perfect timing. Beautiful. This is the other beach. So one level lower is a second lookout for the beach. Wow, this is really, really beautiful. We are right on top of the cave now, maybe. Maybe it's down.
Really see it from
Yeah,
here. That's where we were. That's where we were standing.
Yeah.
There's all the big seaweed that we can see down
This is where the parting rocks or the toro
there.
are.
Down there where that guy is.
So how many steps?
114.
114?
Yes. But one was a half, but I still counted it. Didn't I? Good. Like a hairdryer.
Yeah, it is.
Joke for the Germans. From Lebu, we head further north along the coast. Our first stop is the small fishing village of Quidico. After taking a quick look at Punta Lavapié, we continue to Tabul to watch cranes unloading the fishing boats. After a night in Talcahuano, we spend a few nights at the beautiful fishing port of Caleta Tumbes.